Guys, what's going on? Seancutshair here. Make sure you stay tuned for Thursday's video, the 2,000 sub giveaway. Be giving away the Gamma Plus Absolute Hitter. Guys, make sure you watch that video Thursday for the details on how to win and when you guys can be the lucky winner. Also, guys, I'll be posting soon another post for a Q&A where you guys can drop your questions. So make sure you guys leave me some good questions. We'll do another Q&A for you guys. Without further ado, we'll get into this video. What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. This is going to be a super cool video. I'm going to take some time later to tell you guys about my client here that's in the chair. But first off, I want you guys to see, man, he hasn't had a haircut in something like 5-6 months. It's going to be a good one to show you guys some shear techniques. I know you guys have been commenting a lot on how much knowledge you've gained from some of the shear techniques. So this one's going to be a good one, guys, to really show you how to balance out a haircut. And kind of show what we're doing. So if you guys can see, we're going from the crown to his recession. We're going to look for any hair that goes up. You can see right there I'm kind of fighting the hair that doesn't want to go up. So I'm going to repart it. I'm going to take the hair that wants to go up, and the hair on the sides I'm going to take down. We're going to leave the whole top alone. Again, you can see there I'm going to pull that piece out. I want that crown to lay where it wants to lay. So as we part that around the side, there's going to be hair that starts to fall to the bottom. That's what we're going to come to the bottom. And all the rest of the hair we're going to come up to the top and handle later. And so a lot of you guys like learning about this block graduation, kind of setting yourself up, but haven't quite understood it. So hopefully I can teach you here and it'll make sense. So basically what we're going to do is section the whole top up. We'll go around and set our perimeter with some block graduation. And then we will connect the top to that. And that's going to give us a balanced haircut that can style no matter what we do. So again, guys, my middle finger is on his head, kind of right at the base of his parietal ridge. So I'm going to pull all that hair out. I'm going to put my middle finger against his head, and as you guys see, when we comb that down, it comes right into about finger length right below that. So that's going to allow us to bring our foreguard in and clean up that underneath, and everything that's above that we'll be able to leave alone. So you're just going to follow that guide around the head just like you would anywhere else. Just comb that, get some tension on that hair, and meet your guide and follow that all the way around the head. You guys can see we created that perimeter all the way around. Now I'm going to section his hair down the middle, and what we're going to do is take all of that length out to that section that we began with. So we're going to pull it all the way out to that block graduation to our perimeter. And what that's going to create is at the end of this, no matter where we comb this hair, no matter how we style it, the hair will not go past that perimeter that we set. So you guys can see I just took my shears and lifted up the hair. You can see the guide that I began with. And now we're going to take all that to the sides and give it kind of our preset length that's going to lay over to the perimeter that we created. Then we'll take the top up and take off any peaks that are left in the middle, and you guys should really easily be able to see that. And that's going to give us a completely balanced haircut. So if we comb it to one side, it'll lay. If we comb it to the other side, if we comb it straight forward, if we blow dry it back, either way, none of the hair is going to hang over the perimeter that we created. And then because of the way we cut this, it's going to allow us to go in underneath and do whatever haircut that we want without having to worry about messing up the length on top. All right, you guys can see, now we're going to pull that up. You see the guide I just pointed to from the side where we connected to the perimeter. Now we'll take it straight across in the middle and make sure everything matches on top. Now guys, I know he's going to wear this combed over to his right, so I am going to comb all this hair over to the right side and make sure that nothing's heavy so that when he wears it over to that side, it won't be too bulky. We'll kind of deal with that at the end of the haircut as well once we style it. But as you guys can see, we have a balanced top, and now we're going to go in with our foreguard and clean out everything underneath to prepare for the fade. You guys can see that 4 just blends right into that finger length that we created. And that means that in no part of this haircut should we have to go above that 4 and mess with any of our length on top. So we're just going to start with our ball guideline like usual, give them kind of a low fade, and we will fade this side out. And you guys can see these are the Gamma Plus Absolute Hitters. I did an unboxing on those if you haven't seen them yet, but we're going to use these to bald this section out. Then we'll come in underneath with our Gold FX shaver before we fade up from there. Alright guys, so we're going to go in with our wall cordless seniors, set our open section about 3/4 of an inch up, go in and make sure that's consistent all the way around, and then we will start from the bottom of that section and fade it up. So we're going to start with our Gamma Plus. Since we punched the line in with those, we're going to come in and flick the line out, and then above that we'll use our cordless seniors closed, take that line out a little bit further, take it up a little bit higher, and anything that's left after that we'll use our lever half open and work that the rest of the way out. So after that, take our, not the Gold FX, but the Green FX. We're going to use an open 1. We're going to set another section about 3/4 of an inch up. And then of course, as soon as we set that section, we'll close the lever and attack that bottom line. And we're going to come about halfway up into that section to leave ourselves some space where the line is left to use our half guard and finish the rest of that section out. And that's a key thing I see, guys. If you come in with that closed and you're only working at the bottom of that line, you're not really creating a fade. You're just going to leave, it's not going to be a smooth transition. So you have to take that one closed about halfway up, and then you'll use the half guard at the bottom of that section. If you guys remember, I did a how to fade video, and each section is going to have 3 steps. So at the top of the section, it should be your longest section or your longest guard, and then in the middle, it should be the middle, and at the bottom, it should be the shortest. So we're going to do the open. At the middle of that section, we're going to do the one closed, and at the bottom of that section, we'll do the half guard. And as you can see now, we're coming in with our open lever and just polishing out anything else that we see. Now above that, we're going to use the 2 closed. We're going to come back in and try to blend into that 4 without leaving a hard line. Anything that's left in between the 1 open and the 2 closed, we'll use a 1.5 and finish up this blend. See, that blend came together pretty well. We're going to go ahead and edge up his C-cup, and when we finish the whole haircut, we'll come back and polish any details out if we need to. Then we're going to go ahead and blend his beard in before we move on to the rest of the haircut. Alright, so to blend the beard, I'm going to take a 2 guard closed with the grain. That's going to kind of clean up his cheek area before we come up and fade the rest out. So 2 close with the grain. Now I'm doing a 2 close against the grain. Now a 1.5. And guys, we're the same steps as the fade. We're just working from the bottom up. So 1.5. Now a 1 open. Then we'll close it up. Then I'm going to take the guard off right there. Open section. And then when we get to the top of that, we'll close the lever up and blend it into the skin. And guys, he was only getting a haircut, but this is a lesson I can teach you guys. You know, I had time to clean his beard up, and remember, at the end of the day, this client's going to leave, and this is your product walking out the door. So I didn't give him a full beard trim, but something like fading the beard out and lining this top line in the back of his neck by his ear, you know, that's something that can make the whole finished product look better. So I just went ahead and did that for him, really for no extra money. But again, this is my product. This is my walking business card, so it's worth doing to me. So, all right, guys, we're going to do the same steps on the other side. You guys follow along and catch up at the end. Guys, real quick, I want to take a second to tell you guys about my client that's in the chair. This guy's a longtime client of mine, and this is a pretty cool story, but I wanted to take a second to share it with you guys. He was one of my cooks at Buffalo Wild Wings. And when I became a manager, he had stayed cooking. After that, he left and he went to Olive Garden. And one of the reasons I became a barber was because I didn't want to be that guy that just jumped restaurant to restaurant, you know, for the rest of my life. So I've been cutting Jimmy's hair here for a while. About a year ago, he came in to get a haircut and kind of told me an opportunity that he had that came up. His dad owned a donut bakery with some breakfast sandwiches and milk and juice and all that stuff. And he had the position kind of to buy the bakery from his dad and kind of take over and start something new. So of course I encouraged him that, being that I'm, you know, my own boss and really love that I changed my, you know, my career and had something that I can grow for myself. So I kind of encouraged him. He came up with the money to buy the bakery. And the reason that I put the homeless statement in there is, man, my guy's been going so hard at this donut bakery. He sold all his stuff, bought the bakery, and he goes in. Of course, you know, guys with bakeries, you have to go in super early in the morning, but he more or less lives at the bakery now. So he goes in at 2 in the morning, starts making donuts, works all morning till they sell out or sell through the breakfast hours, goes about his day. He said he's worked something like 38 days straight. So no haircut, hardly sleeping, no fun, just getting this business going. So I'm super proud of him. And when he came in, you know, it was cool to see. Of course, I don't want to see my clients looking rough, but to know the work he'd been putting in to grow his business that he's gained. He's a long way from cooking wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. So super proud of him. We talked about some things to get him a little bit more time, to get him some help and get where he can get out and he can get his own apartment again and get a place to, you know, have some free time. And, you know, that's a hard thing when you run a business, but super proud of him. We got him a fresh haircut, get back to work slinging them donuts. So anyway, guys, we're finishing up this haircut. You guys can see it coming together. I'll finish this back up and then we'll kind of double check everything before we finish up. You guys can see the weight on this side is a little heavy. That's what we had talked about originally. So I'm just going to go in with my thinning shears and kind of clean it up and make sure that it's going to lay nice for us. Now we're going to style it. So I put some Tomb45 Royal Wax in there. I'm going to give him a nice clean part on this side. And as you guys can see, because of the way we cut it, no matter where I part it, that hair will lay in. I'm going to comb the rest of the other side and give you guys the finished result. Alright, here's the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this is a low skin fade with a, not really a side part, but comb to the side like a side part. He can style this however he wants. I do want you guys to notice I forgot to edge up the side of his beard until this clip. So here's the real finished product. Hope you guys like it. Make sure you subscribe. We're about to hit 2,000 subscribers. And I appreciate all you guys watching my videos. It's growing super fast and I'm having a lot of fun at it. So you guys throw me a thumbs up. We'll catch you next time. guys aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure you click this link right here. If you want to check out some more content from me, check out this video right here. Appreciate it.